Okay, maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't. Elise, speak. I wonder if they can hear you. This is the part where I have to test and see if they can hear you. Which kind of sucks. Alright. Hold on. Okay, let's see the problem. Let's try this. Can you still hear me? Hello? Hello? Elise? Okay, maybe they can hear you now. Speak, Elise.
Wow. Okay, speaking, Elise. Again, testing the audio.
Okay, now be quiet.
Okay.
This is the part where we
Testing the audio.
Oh yay, it works now.
Wow.
Cool.
It's me.
Okay.
I'm so happy.
Let's see how's the audience looking? 2 people, and one of them was me, I think.
One of them is me.
That's okay.
I don't know if you count because I'm fairly certain it doesn't count. Well, now there's one watching. Anyways.
Oh, wrong.
I'll watch it well. I'll be a good audience participant.
You're living the audience. What? Okay, whatever.
I'm the audience. No entertainment.
Look, I'm juggling. Okay.
Oh, we can kill each other now.
Let's
Actually, that
not.
makes everything so much better.
Not today.
We could have battles.
Not right now.
Oh my god.
We could work on our PvP skills.
Yeah.
Why am I still in my business suit?
I don't know. It's you now.
Depression.
That's your new identity.
I keep forgetting to change it back. It's not an awful business suit, at least.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Alright, ready? Stand by me.
Yeah, were we not already... Oh, are we going to do an intro?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's how
Okay.
you properly start this thing, right?
Okay.
Okay. And not that anyone's watching, you know. Okay. A 1, a 2, a 3. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to ENA Podcast with me, Artist116, and Elixia. Say hi.
Hi. I was going to say hi even if you didn't tell me to.
Okay.
Good day to you.
Good day to
How are
you.
you?
Look, I have a really nice looking trident. It's real nice. I have a trident with loyalty. It's pretty. It's pretty
I'm
nice.
just going to
Okay.
try and have the comments on my phone so I can keep track of it. Well,
If
I
there
think
are
someone
any.
else is here. It says 3 people now. Welcome.
Welcome.
Vincent.
So, hi.
We should have made a schedule of things to talk about or else we'll forget.
It's fine.
Okay.
Well, first of all, I'd like to acknowledge that I keep trying to put snow golems in this realm world to make it more populated, but they seem to keep dying. So, this dude...
Well, if it rains, they die.
I know, but it doesn't really rain that often here.
That's true.
Anyway.
Well, now it says 5 people are watching.
Fancy.
Isn't that magnificent?
Oh, by the way, someone redid the lake.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
It
like
got
the
small-
bridge and the lights?
Yeah,
Or
but
is it actually
it got
smaller?
smaller.
Oh!
And someone got rid of all the wheat, and I replanted it. Because
Also, I missed the spawn hut. That building is cool too.
Yeah.
But I missed the spawn hut. Haiku Shogi is here, and they say that the screen is weirdly cropped.
Weirdly cropped. Let's see it.
So,
Let me...
if you want to investigate.
Let's
This
investigate.
bridge is really cool, though. I don't know who made this, but they're amazing.
Oh,
And also
whoa.
red
That
one.
is kind of weirdly... Alright, let's try and fix this. Okay.
Oh, it is. It's just the
It's
corner.
really close. Alright, let's do this. I'm gonna have to play on the small screen to fix it. But that's okay. I hope
Okay,
you're
you just, like,
enjoying.
adjust
So, should we redo the intro since it's weirdly
It's fine. It's a podcast.
Dude, no one could see us though.
Okay.
3,
Hi, Chloe.
2, 1. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to EA Podcast with me, Artist 116 and Elixia. Hi.
Wow.
We're back.
Ready
Say
to
hi,
greet
Elise.
me with a sword.
Okay.
There's not back.
I am sorry that it was weirdly cropped. OBS does this thing where if I try and play in full screen, it crops it weird. So I'm gonna have to play on the little screen, which is a little sad. Alright.
Chloe is here now.
So let's wait for the congregation to gather. For no
What?
reason. The congregation. Next to this lantern.
Okay.
Okay, I'm bored already.
I'm here. What are we doing?
I don't
Worshipping the lantern.
No.
Hello. So it's a podcast. What
Yes.
do you know? It's like
I haven't done
foreign thing.
real-
We've never done this.
Yeah. I haven't done a podcast in a while. A snow golem was here.
We haven't spoken to each other in a while.
Yeah. You always seem to be alive or dead or half alive.
You too. That's pretty
It's fine.
consistent with humans, you know? You're either alive or dead.
Or half
Or-
alive.
Yeah. That was a bit weird. So what are we going to talk about? How are you doing?
I'm doing so wonderful. Like, quarantine life is treating me so nicely.
Yeah. Well. You have a new dog.
Oh, it's not new. It's our old
I
dog.
know.
Okay.
But at least you have another dog with you. Isn't that a positive?
No, she's annoying. Okay. When was the last time we did a podcast? Let's see. The last time we did a podcast was the mini podcast on April 2nd.
Oh, well, what month is it now?
June.
Okay, I thought it was still April. What? Okay, so it has been a while.
Okay.
Haiku Shogi says, I haven't been on in forever. I got slightly burnt out by the Skyblock map. I actually didn't get to do much of the Skyblock map.
Neither did I. I did a little bit, but it wasn't. I
was
didn't do
only
it
there
that
on like,
much.
the first day, I think. But you should come on if at all possible, if you can.
We're just gonna run around in circles because this is what we do in podcasts.
I can't focus on things and talk about other things at the same time, you know?
Well, what can we do that would be mindless yet productive?
Kill each other. I
That's-
suggested this already.
Okay. Well, I don't want my armor to die.
Well, we can take off the armor.
Well, I gotta
It's
go.
more fair.
I gotta go get my chest plate then.
Just take off the armor.
Oh, fine. Okay.
What kind of sword, though? You have a diamond sword and I have an iron sword. Not fair. We could just fist fight.
Okay.
It's elegant.
So, a lot's happened since April 2nd. So the country's trying to reopen, but it's failing miserably.
That makes me so angry. I don't know what's going on for you guys. Oh, sorry.
Okay,
I'm hitting you with a
so
flower
from what
now. I
I've
can't be
discovered, the thing about America is going. I think America is about to die. Like,
I agree.
I
That's
think there's a
Civil War.
second civil war coming.
Yeah, it feels like Civil War already, to be honest. Oh, I'm dead.
Dude, if there's a second civil war, that's gonna be great. Great.
That would be terrifying. Anyways, I just thank
What? What? That just got real fuzzy. What'd you say?
Oh, I just said I'm thankful that that I actually I literally left the United States of America right before Trump was elected. It was a crazy twist of fate.
Indeed. I'm still
But
living
I'm
here.
sorry that you're still there.
No, it's
I'm
fine. I mean, it's not really affecting me that much. Kind
Yeah,
of. I don't know.
but anyways, it's
So,
horrible.
there's this whole thing that's really stupid. And I'd like to I really like yelling about this because I'm an angry person and I have strong opinions that people don't agree with. But
Okay.
so
Go ahead.
basically, as Corona has been dying down slowly, like the curve has been flattening or whatever that's they've been talking about when it's really not. Then there's this new incident where a guy, this African American dude named George Floyd, I think, he got murdered by a policeman. And it's really sad because racism still exists in the country when we should be way past that, but whatever.
Yeah, but we clearly aren't. And it's I feel like that was just the boiling point, like this has been going on for so long.
Yeah.
And now it's finally broken into a lot of protesting.
Yeah,
I've seen so many videos.
He got killed by a policeman, and he basically got pressed to death, pretty much suffocated or whatever. And that's nice and depressing. But even better is the reaction that America had. So at first the Americans were all just peaceful protest, but then riots started breaking out. So now it's just it's not as effective.
Peaceful protest.
But
I also feel I don't know, they're just having to get it across somehow. And also, have you seen a lot of the time police are instigating the violence to actually happen?
I've heard
and all the unjustified tear gas and rubber bullets, which are actually can be lethal. It's
I don't know. It's just one heck of a mess, and it's really, I don't know how to explain it. It makes me really angry because the policemen while it's not justified that civilians should be rioting and ruining the country's property, but I don't think it's justified that the police I don't know, what is the word, guard it, use violence to try to prevent it, I guess.
Yeah,
that doesn't work because
it's doing the exact thing that are causing the riots in the first place.
Yeah, it's a problem. And
did you hear though? Sorry.
What?
I was just gonna say, did you hear though that in I can never pronounce. Is it Minneapolis or Minneapolis?
I think it's Minneapolis.
Okay, well, in Minneapolis, they have actually decided to completely abolish the police system.
Oh, wow.
So that's going to be interesting. I just hope that they plan very well and decide what they're going to do in place, because they said it's beyond reform, and so they're going to build up something new from the ground up, apparently.
Interesting.
I think what does make sense a lot is defunding the police and taking those funds and directing them to places that can actually help, because the police are kind of expected to do a lot of things that they shouldn't be, and it's why don't we fund more community projects? And also when you fund communities in general, there's often less crime, so paying so much for the police but not for other community based things doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a nice situation we got here.
Yeah, Haiku Shogi says, I've seen on TikTok first-hand accounts on video. It's mostly the cops or suspiciously white people who start looting. Yeah, I've noticed a lot. There is a really weird thing where a lot of white people are taking the opportunity to just go out and loot and start chaos because they think of it as an opportunity to take out their weird aggressions. You know?
That is weird. I mean, that's awful.
Yeah, and then it's being blamed on the actual legitimate movement situation. And it's interesting because it's gone the opposite from quarantine. now
Yeah.
it's so crowded in the street.
I know. That's a problem. Like, it's one of the problems that we're having. Like, they're like, we got to reopen the country, and now there's all these riots, and there's a spike in COVID back up. So, like, I don't even understand what's happening. What are we just? What's the point?
I know, I don't know what's gonna happen, because it's like, obviously I agree with the protests and it's completely justified and stuff, but it's also like, oh no, the timing, like the coronavirus.
This is an awful timing.
Quite a lot, I assume.
Where are you?
Chloe says, I don't trust it one bit because the majority of protesters are really peaceful, while the news and our ignorant president only report looters. Yeah, that is the thing.
News. I hate news stations, news broadcasters, etc. They're supposed to, in my opinion, news people, they're really, their job is to like just give unbiased information that is important. In my opinion, they're just spreading paranoia, which is a problem. Like, I hate paranoia because it's stupid and it gets people nowhere, and it's just like, take my mother, for example. My mother, she listens to the news every night, and because of that, she gets a little paranoid about things like riots and looting and corona. And it's really, really annoying sometimes. I don't know.
It's just like the news and stuff has so much power. Like, they can decide how things are seen by the public, because you can really like skew the way things are by only showing certain things and like disproportionately. Like, maybe most of the protests are peaceful, but they have the power to like show things in a different light.
Yeah.
Or like overly report on the more sensational or like scary things.
I think that's what a newscast have become, is just reporting on the more, I don't know, newsworthy things, just like things that seem more flashy or will catch your attention more, because no one cares about a peaceful protest, but if there's rioting going on, people will get worried and they'll watch the news more often. Stuff like that.
Yeah. And Haiku said a good point, which is COVID has a long incubation time. The new spike is not from the protests. And yeah, that's true. Like, the spike right now is likely from the coronavirus protests, the stupid ones that happened a little while ago, because it takes a little while for us to see the actual results of what's currently happening. So we don't know the spike yet from the actual Black Lives Matter protests.
I don't even know.
So, yeah, I guess we'll just have to see.
Yay! Has your country been doing anything fun? Huh?
Well, Scotland has been taking a little bit of a different route from England, because England is, like, reopening, doing some steps to reopening, but Scotland hasn't really changed anything. I think that we can now see a separate household outside, like in a park or something. But that's about all that's new.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
That's about it.
Oh, and I think we're allowed to sit in a park now instead of just walking. So that's new.
Sitting's fun.
Yes, we love to sit.
That's a lot better than America right now.
Yeah.
Oh, America. Where are you, by the way? In Minecraft, I can't find you.
Oh, I am in front of the mall.
Okay, I'm coming.
And Chloe is saying our corona cases have been rising again rapidly, and it's been so stressful. And her state had its highest amount of new cases in one day just the other day. Wow.
Oh yeah, I heard there was a spike in where you live, Chloe. So.
Yeah. Well.
It's kind of depressing, but whatever. The country tries to reopen, and it doesn't work. And there's riots, and then there's people who aren't taking the necessary precautions. So
it's like this year has just been thing after thing. Like, remember the Australian fires? I thought that was going to be the worst thing that happened.
Dude, no.
Pretty terrible. But
2020 just starts out awful. We got Australian fires. We got the whole corona thing. Now we got this George Floyd rioting.
I remember when it was like people were saying World War III was gonna break out, and
yeah.
it never actually did, but that was the thing.
I don't remember that, but that's nice to know. People thought World War III was coming.
But yeah, it's kind of, it is really, like, it gets you down. Like, it's really stressful and, like, I don't know,
It is kind of
difficult.
depressing.
Yeah. Oh, hello, Minecraft Inferno. I think you were on my stream as well.
I did
before,
see
so
them on
welcome.
your stream.
Yes. We're doing a podcast this time, so we're just talking about stuff. Welcome. But I mean, in a way, I am glad that there's all of a sudden this really big, massive, like, noticeable spike of support for, like, and just understanding and awareness of, like, racism that's still happening.
Yeah.
You know, because I think it is good, like, everyone knows. Like, everyone is forced to be aware to some extent, and I think that needed to happen one way or another.
I don't know. Like, but it's not just, like, African Americans, obviously. There's other races, too, but right now, I think African Americans have been... they're, like, the most prominently mistreated race in our country.
Yeah.
Maybe next to Mexicans because of Trump, but...
Yeah, gosh, Trump. Hating the guy.
Yeah.
It's his birthday today.
It's his... Trump has a birthday? He has a birthday?
I know, I can't believe he's an actual human that was born.
Interesting. What is today? June the 14th?
Yeah.
Summer birthday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
How
am I supposed to check the comments if I can't stop trying to kill you?
I don't know. I'm trying to kill you,
I have
too.
to go to another tab. Ooh, I stopped you.
What else?
Minecraft Inferno has a question. This is good. We can bring the mood to a lighter place for a second. It's, if you could choose the next update for Minecraft, what would you pick and why? Any thoughts?
Hold on just a second.
Okay. Perhaps something has occurred for artists. So I will keep talking for now as she talks to her people, probably something going on. But I guess I'll answer the question while
Okay,
she's gone.
hello, sorry.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Hello.
Okay, what was the question?
The question was, if you could choose the next Minecraft update, what would it be?
Okay, so one YouTuber I watch, IBX Toycat, I watch him occasionally. He's like, I want a cave update, and I can agree. The caves need updates.
Me too, definitely.
Anyways, what do you think?
I mean, I agree with cave update, but if I was gonna say something else just for, like, fun.
I don't know. I want another dimension, a sky dimension still.
Oh, I agree, because after they update the Nether, it's about time that we have a sky dimension, you know?
Yeah.
I, of course, still want all of the biomes to be updated. I kind of wish that could happen faster than just one at a time, you know?
What, better biomes?
Yeah, like the taiga was updated, and the ocean. I want more. I think the Nether update will be, like, the best in a while. You know, there's new trees, which has always been what I've wanted in life.
Colorful trees.
Yes.
And it's anti-burn, right? I don't think the trees can burn.
It probably is. I hadn't heard that, but that makes sense, I guess, if it's in the fiery depths of the Nether.
Fireproof housing. There's a mushroom in your...
I know, I just wandered in there and got stuck.
What else? I don't know when the new Minecraft update's coming out. I really wish it would come soon, so we have an excuse to come back on the realm again.
Me too. That's when aren't we gonna make an event of, like, exploring the new biome?
Yeah, I mean, like, I like having a really long, improved world developed, But there comes a point when I feel like I've done everything.
Yeah, I agree. But it's like, I wouldn't want this beautiful land to go.
I know.
We have to stop doing it by the farm. We keep breaking the wheat.
Yeah, good point. I mean, but there's flowers everywhere.
Oh my gosh, let's do it in the lake. But don't get the lily pad.
Oh man, I got the lily pad.
Dude, what did I just tell you?
I don't know. What else should we talk about? We could talk about...
I can't think. We did our book podcast last time, but...
Dude, I haven't... It's my fault because I never, ever edit because I'm a boring human.
I mean, I hate editing too.
Oh, me too. I don't know. We did that book podcast. Maybe it'll come out soon. Maybe it won't. Who knows? What else?
Haiku Shogi says the update is in pre-release now, so it's probably soon.
Yeah. Elise said
Hopefully.
that. I don't know.
I said that before we started streaming.
She was like, it'll probably be soon. And I'll be like,
Hopefully.
Okay. What should we do? Like, I don't feel like punching each other anymore. Maybe we should go do Minecraft or something. Mini games.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay.
Hypixel, maybe?
I kind of want to do Death Run.
Oh, yes, I love Death Run. That's my favorite mini game.
Okay, let's go.
That was way too enthusiastic.
On the Hive.
Okay. Should I add you? How do you party someone on the Hive? Oh, I did 1115. Oh no.
I am not 1115. Okay, there we go. Death Run. Anyways, what else? So, I mean, it's been like 2 months, so I don't know why I can't figure out anything to talk about. It's like what?
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna be. No, you tell me first. Go.
No, I don't even know what I was gonna say.
Okay. I was gonna say we could talk about personally what's been happening to us or whatever, what we've been doing, because I guess that's interesting. Unless all you've been doing is really boring schoolwork.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Pretty much.
And nothing interesting for school.
Well, I like French class.
French?
I've been wanting to do a French class for a long time.
Nice. Is it just basic French or is it?
Well, I don't know what level it is.
Oh man, I'm deaf.
It's called higher French, so it's not completely beginner, but I don't know what level it is. It's like maybe 2. I don't know.
Okay.
It's a lot of grammar so far, and I love grammar, so I am
at least
having a
grammar.
good time. No, I'm sorry. I'm a boring person.
No, I don't blame you. Grammar's pretty fun.
Pretty interesting. Do you want to talk about your life now?
What do I want to say? I haven't been doing much. I mean, like, I'll tell you what's happened. So, I finished school off. I took my AP test. Those were nightmares to take. Do not recommend. I gave a college board a real nice rant on their feedback survey. Because I hate college board right now with a burning passion. I honestly think they deserve to die. Like, they're just like... I mean, they had to have, 2 makeup dates. There's another makeup testing, week for people who still weren't able to do the test, which sucks for those people who have to wait until the end of June to do the makeup testing. I don't even know. It was just ridiculous. And I hated the way, as you've probably heard this from me before, but the tests were formatted where it was only 45 minutes, 1 or 2 questions. So
yeah, that was weird to me.
Sucks.
Imagine if you just didn't know the topic of one of the questions.
I didn't, which sucks because
no.
Okay, for AP Bio it was the worst. It was the absolute worst because AP Bio's harder than APUSH, I'm pretty sure. in my opinion, at least.
Is APUSH history?
Yeah, it's U.S. history.
Okay.
So for U.S. history, it was I feel like that one was easier just because there's a lot of room to just like, argue around the point, if that makes any sense. It's just APUSH is for APUSH. It was just one DBQ, which is a document-based question, and mine I don't know if I'm allowed to share what question I got. Actually, so maybe I won't say that, but I got a question that wasn't awful, but like I still feel like I did bad because I feel like I was crunched on time because
you were doing well on the
I guess for the rubric though they just condensed it a little bit. I don't think they condensed it enough in my opinion, and a lot of teachers don't really like practice doing DBQs and stuff like that, so I feel bad for people who've never done a DBQ in their life. And they were just like having to rush to figure out how to do one. But I feel like I did okay. The worst part about the AP test was waiting for the test to start. Like I was trying to play nice, calming music before I started and sing some songs and do silly dances not to freak out. And then I did it and I feel like I did awful, but whatever. And then I did my AP bio. Okay, and then I'll tell you what happened. So my dad, he went missing for a while, like for a day, and we started getting worried. And apparently, it turns out that he had there's this whole drama. I can't wait to tell you about this drama about my dad. You've heard part of it, I think, Elise. So my dad was missing for about a day, and my mom and him are divorced, and he has a girlfriend. Her name is Tammy, if I'm allowed to say that. Well, actually, I don't really care because my family doesn't really like her, but we'll get to that in a minute. Okay. So my dad went to her house one night, and apparently my dad like had a stroke. Yeah. While he was at her house, so he had to get rushed to the hospital, but no one called us, so we didn't know he was at the hospital. Oh, and no. It was kind of awful, but
yeah, that's true.
But that's okay. So like he's what?
Dang.
No, it's okay. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, like, is he doing any better now?
Oh, he's doing better now. He had bleeding in his brain, a hemorrhage in his brain. I think that's what it's called. So he should be fine, or better, not fine, but he's way past like a point of death or anything like that.
Oh, good.
So.
Gosh.
And now he's just like. We had to move him to. Okay, so my sister, she lives in another state. She came to visit and try and sort out like my dad's finances and stuff. And like they wanted to move him because the hospital he's in right now is not right now, but the hospital he was in was not really treating him that well. So, it was just being really weird because just my mom and my brother and my sister, they didn't really like my dad's girlfriend. Like they were trying to give her a chance at first, but then after this whole thing with my dad having a stroke, they didn't like her anymore. Like,
yeah,
it was not good. She did some stuff and they don't trust her, and my mom absolutely hates her. It's awful.
Oh no.
But you know, what can you do?
Yeah.
And so they tried to like move my dad because apparently the hospital kept, after my brother and my sister both told him to not let the girlfriend in, they kept letting her in and like calling and stuff like that. And they didn't want her to be like with my dad while he's like recovering because they didn't want her to like feed him ideas and stuff like that. So they moved him to a new hospital, which is a bit closer to where we're living, but of course I'm not allowed to visit because, you know, Corona. And
true. That must be so like extra hard.
Oh yeah, it's
right now.
I'm alright. It's fine, but he's He's in a new hospital. I'm not allowed to see him, but when I turn 18, I'm allowed because for some reason, age defines when you can go see someone in the hospital.
That's a bit weird.
Yeah. It's stupid.
Yeah.
But, so they moved him, and then apparently they found out that my dad's girlfriend, they didn't want my dad's girlfriend to know where he got moved, and so apparently my dad's girlfriend found out somehow, and we don't know how, because patient confidentiality or whatever that says.
Sure.
But he found out anyways, or she found out anyways, and so she's been visiting him, which is a bit of a problem, and we want to and now my dad, he's like regained he was conscious before. He's regained some of his mind, if that makes sense, his memories and his old personality or whatever. Like, for a while he didn't know who the heck his girlfriend was at all. So
Wow.
and he used to mix up me and my sister, and it was interesting. And he was a lot, I would say he was a lot sweeter, if that makes sense. Like, right now my dad isn't the sweetest to my mother or my brother, but now he's since he's regained back some of his personality, he's gone back to the old father I know good and well. And so he and my mother are now a bit of an argument because he wants to live with his girlfriend when he recovers, instead of with us, which I don't really like, because my mom doesn't like the girlfriend, and because she doesn't like the girlfriend, we don't get to see my dad.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah. So if my dad goes to live with the girlfriend, that means I can't see my father because she doesn't like the girlfriend.
That's terrible.
Yeah, I know. So I'm like, but then there's this whole other problem. Like, even if he didn't go live with the girlfriend, my mom wants my dad to live with my brother, but my brother has 5 kids to take care of and a family and a dog, and he doesn't really have room for my dad, who's, I don't know. It's a bit sad and annoying, and it was a bit of an argument. And my mom's all like, this is really stupid, but my mom's all like, it's his responsibility. And I was like, he's taking care of all the bills and stuff for dad, and he's trying to figure out what to do with his car and his apartment and stuff, and you're just doing nothing. And she's like, it's your brother's responsibility. And I'm like, how is that his responsibility? I mean, I get he's his son, I guess, but shouldn't you also help, I guess? I don't know. I have weird logic. Anyways, I don't know. So that's what's been happening. You finished first? I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, that's gonna be really hard. I hope it's okay.
But good news, he's not being fed through a tube anymore. He's eating solid food. He's kind of moving and walking around a little bit, so that's good.
So he's getting there.
But this whole conflict with his girlfriend is just awful, so I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. Now what else?
And wasn't it right after your exam?
Oh, it was right after my AP US History exam.
Yeah. That's a lot of stress.
So yeah, I basically, the AP biology exam was the following Monday when we figured out my dad was at the hospital, and so I didn't want to take it because I was like, I really don't know if I can focus.
Yeah, definitely. You wouldn't be able to.
But I ended up taking it on June 3rd instead.
Okay.
And so when I took it, I was not expecting what I took. No, I've never done FRQs for biology. I've done a couple, but never a data-based one, if that makes sense. Like where they give you a graph and charts and they tell you to like interpret them and stuff. I've never done one of those, but I've done the other types. Like, I don't know how to explain it.
That's horrible if you've never done that before. Like, why is it on the test?
I mean, because my teacher didn't. I mean, she did a couple short answer kind of style questions that weren't super difficult and they weren't data based. So, I mean, I was okay with those ones.
Yeah.
But I guess my teacher hadn't gotten to the part where, we were going to do the data-based ones, so it's fine, though. So I did that, and there's 2 questions. There's, like, a data-based one, and then there's, like, a shorter one that had a little bit of data with it, and it was, like, mostly recall from memory and use your knowledge and assess these questions. And it was stressful, and I'm pretty sure I failed. And in my opinion, I really think that they should give us some slack this year because of Corona and the tests not being entirely fair. So I think they should, but who knows if they'll do that.
There's some things in the chat.
Okay.
Do you know what the IP for the server is? Like, do you remember?
This server?
Asking. Yeah.
Hive. I don't know.
Okay, let me check.
The HiveMC.com, I guess, since that's what's on here.
Okay.
Oh no.
It is play. I'll write it in the chat.
Okay.
Play.hivemc. And then other things in the chat. So from quite a while ago. If the sky dimension. Oh gosh, there's a lot of messages. Oh my gosh.
Okay, I can look.
Oh my goodness gracious. Okay.
I'm sorry. That was a long rant about weird rant about my father and the whole problem we're having. So
we send you many virtual hugs. That's all we can do.
If the sky dimension came...
sorry.
Okay. If the sky dimension came, what would you think the portal/way to get into the dimension would be? I don't know. I think they'd have to make a new block.
Yeah, either that or it could be glowstone.
Yeah, I mean, but that's so boring and so easy.
Yeah, it would be good to have something entirely new. Maybe you can.
What if you find
Maybe they put actual clouds in the sky, and then there's a material on them, or just cloud material, and you have to get all the way up there.
That would be interesting. Are you back on the server, by the way?
Yeah. Are you in the party?
Oh no. That would be pretty cool. I think they should add a new block. Maybe I don't know. What else? Haiku Shogi says, me a
conlanger. That's actually the thing we happened to talk about before.
What is
so a constructed language. I don't know much about it. I don't know. I think it's just a person who makes the constructed languages. For example, the video I sent you about the international language was by someone who critiques constructed language.
Ah.
So you are a conlanger. Does that mean you have your own? Because I want to see it and speak it.
That'd be pretty cool. I don't know. Oh man.
I said grammar podcast. I mean, I like grammar, but I don't know how I would make a podcast.
I'm out for that.
About grammar.
I don't think I'm doing grammar.
That might be difficult.
Difficult for you or difficult for me?
No, for both of us. I just don't know how I could make it into a podcast about grammar. It could be an interesting challenge.
Hello, welcome to the podcast about podcasting grammar.
Yeah.
I'm sad. I missed the jump. What are the other questions?
I think that's all.
Okay. I don't know.
Oh, and Haiku now says, I have a few I'm working on. One small I'm hoping to finish soonish. Yes! If you finish it and if you're at all comfortable, you could send us some samples, because I would love to see.
That would be interesting.
And Minecraft Inferno asked if there's a way to join the Atlantic UHC server, and no, there's not. In fact, they don't even have the server up unless we're doing it, you know? So we can't do that. Like, the server doesn't even exist.
Atlantic UHC, aren't we supposed to be doing another UHC soon?
I don't know. I think that they said that they're starting to reduce the amount of UHCs they do, and all of the ones that I'm in are by basically B and those people. So they haven't actually done one in a while.
I don't know.
But yeah, I guess I would do Atlantic.
I'm not very good at UHCs anyway, so.
Me neither.
I think I've always wanted to just like go on a UHC server and just build a house instead of actually UHCing.
We should do that. It's just that when they make you go to the center.
Yeah, build a house in the center. There. Problem solved.
There you go.
Everyone admires the house. I can't make this jump. I'm mad. I'm done with this.
Oh, people have already finished. Wow.
Oh no! I give up.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, I haven't done any Minecraft videos in a long time.
I haven't done anything in a long time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm done playing this game, this run, because I'm so bad at it. What was I gonna say? Oh, what else that's important?
Yeah. Anything else?
Summer.
In life?
It's summer over here.
Wow. Yeah, here too. I'm in the same hemisphere at last.
Yay!
Woo!
The northern hemisphere. The best hemisphere. No, I'm joking.
I do prefer it just because I'm used to it. I never got used to the southern hemisphere.
It is fine. June is now summer and not fall or winter. However it is in, Australia. Yeah,
I guess it's winter there now.
I don't know. I always feel like Australia, since it's so hot there, I feel like that if June or July is supposed to be winter, how cold is it actually? So.
Well, it depends which state you're in. Because, where I was, it did get pretty cold. Like, it wasn't gonna snow, obviously, but it got pretty chilly. Also, I feel like the summer isn't that hot. Like, in the state that I was in, it's actually one of the more, like, nice, like, cooler states.
I see.
But, I don't know. I guess I got used to it.
Well,
the weirdest thing, though, is having Christmas in summer, and I will never enjoy that.
Why?
Because I want to be cozy at Christmas.
Cozy?
I don't want to be sweating on Christmas.
Everyone wants to sweat on Christmas. That's why they moved to Florida for Christmas.
Haiku says, I used to do that. You need to sprint towards the center while picking up resources. I only got up really small houses, but I guess it depends on... Oh, for UHC. Sorry, I didn't even understand what you were saying. But yeah, for UHC. I guess it depends on how long it goes for. It's fun. Yeah, that makes sense. Because if you want to get to the center in time, that would be fun. We should definitely do that next time. And
build a house instead of action.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone would get mad at us. But
there's so much drama in these UHCs. Always someone who does something mildly incorrect.
That's fine. I don't really care. As long as you're having fun. It's anyone's game.
Yeah, me too.
I keep dying. I am not good at this game.
Finished now? I think I got second.
I should have seen that coming. Anyways. Oh my gosh, I was right at the end, and then I was looking at the chat, so I died.
I can't see you. I'm watching you. You can do
Oh
it.
no!
Oh!
It's fine.
There I am on the podium.
Okay, I'm gonna have to move my chair. So I'll tell you what happened.
Okay.
I couldn't find a chair.
Okay.
So here's what I have: a box with a beanbag on top of it. So excuse the wrestling. Oh, I'm really uncomfortable.
Yeah, I can tell.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
I don't even know. Oh, okay. So what else can we talk about? So this week, so my mom went to the doctor's this week, and she thinks she has well, she doesn't think she has the corona. The doctor said, "I think you have corona." So the doctor, being the lovely person she is like, "We're gonna test you." And my mother said that was the worst test she's ever done. So if she has corona, which is, I'd say it's a 50-50 chance. I wouldn't say it's likely, but I wouldn't say it's unlikely, you know?
Yeah, but that's scary. Like, what are you gonna do if that happens? If she does have
here's the thing. I don't really care if I have corona. Like, if my mom has corona, obviously she's gonna care a lot because she's my mom.
Mm-hmm.
She might be hospitalized if it gets awful, but, like, she hasn't been showing, like, symptoms, really. She hasn't really coughed or, like, felt fatigued. She did have, like, an infection, but it didn't have anything to do with corona. So, like, I'm like, I don't, like, I guess that explains some fatigue if she does have an infection somewhere. But I don't know. I just find
it's possible to not have symptoms and still have it.
Yeah, that happens. Like, but the symptoms is what, like, makes you sick.
Yeah. So the only problem if she has it but without symptoms is she just doesn't want to spread it. Like,
yeah,
the main concern.
Which is fine. But she doesn't know if she has it. So yesterday was my nephew's birthday. But because the stupid doctor said she might have corona and she got tested for it, she wouldn't come over to my brother's to celebrate his birthday.
I agree with her. Like, that seems until you get the test back.
The thing about it is that she's been spending the whole week with, like, my brother's family, so in my mind, I'm like, they'd already have it, and so would I, because I still went over yesterday, so they'd have it from me, through me.
Yeah, you're right.
So, like,
it's either all or nothing.
I'm like, I mean, I guess you can take precautions, but I'm sure if you have it, then I also have it, so... I mean,
but once she gets it confirmed or not, then, like, should probably take
she's probably going to self-quarantine herself and I'll probably be stuck with it too, so.
Yeah. Good luck with that. I mean, you'll probably be fine, but it will be unpleasant.
I don't feel sick at all. Like, I mean, I blame most of, like, any, like, coughing or sneezing due to allergies. I don't blame it on corona.
Mm-hmm.
So, like...
I don't think sneezing is even a symptom, but coughing is.
I, like, coughed a little bit yesterday, I guess. I had a cough in my throat, but I wouldn't say I have corona,
I guess
maybe.
you'll just have to see how it goes.
If I have corona, oh well, I don't even care.
Yeah, you'll probably be okay.
Probably.
As long as you're not spreading it to the elderly or immunocompromised.
I guess. I'm really bored in my own house, so...
Don't do it!
I might. I was thinking
Don't be a murderer.
The other day, I was like, what if we just all got corona? Then no one would care about who has corona.
They would be dead!
Oh well.
What do you mean?
The less people, the less I have to deal with them.
That's horrible.
That's a bad mindset, but...
Yeah, that's...
Elise, you're up on the podium.
I know, I got second again. Wow.
I'm so bad at parkour. Oh well. So there's that whole problem, but, like... I still say it's like a 50-50 chance.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope she doesn't have it.
I hope so too. Not for her sake, but for my sake too.
Oh my gosh.
For my whole family's sake, I'd say.
Yeah. Oh, I'm a death. I don't want to be a death. Can I cancel the game?
Sure.
Thank you.
So, what's been going on with you?
So as I have said, I'm doing schoolwork. I am having a great time. I don't know. I guess I'm doing well in general. So, yeah. Except for the existential dread and stuff. But other than that, it's been a great time here. I don't have anything to say.
Elise, have a more interesting life. I don't.
I'm sorry.
Nah, it's fine.
But it has been exciting, I guess, to do schoolwork again. To be honest, like I missed it a little bit.
I mean, I like a good amount of schoolwork, but not too much. So.
Yeah, me too. And it's not too much. I don't think it's not super overwhelming. And there's only like 1.5 weeks left.
Nice. Then you're on quote unquote summer vacation.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Like my education, I say this sometimes, but it's been such a mess. Like I haven't had a full year of school in so long because already this school year was very disjointed, and I was off a lot of the time because of my sister passing away. So I obviously missed like a lot of school. I only did 3 classes, so that was not much, And then the year before that, I was doing online school, which I kind of hated. Like I would not do that again, but here I am forced to do it again.
You don't like online school?
No, not really.
No.
And so I just have 1 year left of school, but they're saying that it will probably be part-time next year, like part-time online and offline.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think it might actually be good for me and my mental state, but it's a little strange. So it's like they're wanting it to not be super crowded in the school. So I think they're just gonna like let half of the people in on certain days of the week is how I'm assuming they'll do it.
That is.
But then
interesting.
I may never have a full year of school ever again.
I sure hope that doesn't happen to me. But I mean, actually, that wouldn't be too bad as long as I get to physically go to school a couple times.
Yeah, it might actually be kind of nice because it's a little more balanced.
I hate people too, so I'm glad that they'll.
Yeah. But I just miss like learning. I don't know. I'm one of those people who likes to be in a classroom, like learning things.
I mean,
so I miss that.
I think that school should stop giving homework.
Oh, I agree. I've championed that for years. And it still hasn't.
Homework isn't learning. No offense, school, but it's not.
Yeah.
I'm not learning anything from homework. I'm learning how to hate school is what I'm learning from homework. I'm learning how to not manage my time and how to get less sleep. So, thank you, school, for that.
Yeah. And it like stops you having from a work-life balance or a school-life balance.
Yeah.
And it's like you really need those boundaries. Like when you're out of school, you should be out of school and like able to do things.
Sadness.
Yes.
That's why there was that. I forgot who said that. It's like this. A day should be split up into 3 parts, where part of it's work and then part of it's like play and then part of it's sleeping.
Oh yeah, 8 hours each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it doesn't work that way. No.
Not really.
Sadness.
Other than that, I've been drawing still. I've been learning how to draw landscapes. I mentioned that on my other stream. And I've been reading, I guess, like reading very slowly and occasionally. I just finished The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon, and it was.
I thought you already read that one.
No, it just took me ages to read it. I started reading it a long time ago.
I see.
Like 2 months ago. So.
No.
And now my mother is reading it, so then we will get to
That's
discuss
lovely.
it.
Glad your mother is well.
Yeah.
Reading a book about orange trees.
Yes. An orange tree religion.
Is it really about an orange tree religion?
A little bit. Not entirely about it, but it's a priory of the orange tree. It's like the orange tree gives them powers and stuff, and they like have a little bit of a religion going on.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't want to spoil it in case my mother can hear me. But you could read it.
Maybe. I don't really read anymore. I think that stopped once I got to 8th grade.
Oh.
Sadly.
Makes me sad.
Well, like I like reading. I really do. But like I just feel like I mean I have time for it too, so I don't know what my problem is.
I mean, I can understand, like, as I spend a lot of time not reading, like I go through phases and stuff, because it is like there's so many other things that you could be doing that are like probably more entertaining and like more fun. So why would you read? I feel like it's more, I don't know, it's difficult to just like sit down and do that for a long period of time. Like I usually go through times where I'm just like reading one page and then stopping. Like I can't really get into it because there's so many distractions in life.
Life is a distraction.
Life is a distraction from death.
Life is a distraction from everything. What is the point of life if it's just distracting you from doing the things you enjoy? I don't know. Anyways.
I've been figuring out what university I can or want to go to. Because I can kind of like start applying for that. I could technically apply now, but I'm gonna wait.
You should just go to a fancy European school and become that person that everyone aspires to be. Proper and prim and well defined in the arts.
That would be nice. But even like the university that I most want to go to, it's like I already can't get into it because they have a requirement where you have to have done a certain amount of this level of classes like last year, which I obviously didn't do many classes last year because of circumstance. And so most schools it's like just whatever you accumulate over 2 years, but this one's just like no, you have to have 5 by this year, and I don't have that, so it's already too late. Sad. Which makes me very sad.
I'm sorry.
But it's like that's the only one who has that requirement, so I should be fine.
Is it like a prestigious school?
Yeah, it's kind of like it's one of the more. It's Glasgow University, and it's just very pretty, and it looks like Hogwarts.
At least only wants to go because it looks like Hogwarts. I mean, I'm sure you could find a school that looks like Hogwarts. That's not Glasgow.
Yeah, there's plenty here that look like Hogwarts. But, I mean, not to say where I live, but also, like, it's quite close to where I live, which would have been nice.
Yeah. I don't like college. It's stupid. No offense. But, like, the stress behind it is awful. Like, you shouldn't have to worry about that kind of stuff. Like, I don't know. Like, you should worry, but shouldn't have to worry that much, if that makes sense.
What bothers me is that, like, your whole education, or at least for me, because I went to, like, a college preparatory school at one point, but anyways, it's all been, like, very focused on you getting into college.
Yeah.
And it's like, is that really the entire point of my education, to become more educated? Like, I don't know, I wish that just the whole education system was more focused on learning and less about like getting a job. But I mean, it has to be obviously because that's the end goal is to get a job. But I don't know.
But it wouldn't be a problem if we weren't so focused on college because you wouldn't have to have like college, like a prestigious college degree or whatever to be the dream job you want or whatever.
Yeah.
Which kind of sucks.
It's like apparently more and more jobs are requiring degrees. Like, it's becoming more and more common.
Which is really dumb. Like,
yeah.
There's things that don't require it, obviously. Like, I don't know if you want to be a plumber or something like that.
Yeah. You have to go to university to be a librarian. You have to take, like, library sciences.
That's
and I'm
weird.
Like, that's
Why?
not the type of thing you need to have a 4-year degree.
You need a 4-year degree to be a librarian?
I think so. I could be wrong. But there's a few things, yeah, I get it. You need to, like, know some things. But I feel like there's ways you could do this where it's, like, a shorter course and you don't have to go to an entire university course.
I don't know. It's stupid. And college here is so expensive, so.
Yeah, that makes me angry.
Elisa's
sad.
Like, why? Like, they're always like, oh, there's so many opportunities to get money. And it's like, yeah, if you're super good at sports or if you're, like, super, super smart, sure.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, no. Like, it's not as easy.
Yeah, it's just really unfair. It's like you can only have this, like, very important opportunity for jobs in your future and stuff if you are willing to pay such a large amount, or if you can. It's like, eh.
It's a little dumb, but whatever.
Yeah. Let me check the chat. So, Haiku Shogi says, the universe has no meaning. Human brains create meaning. I agree with you. And Chloe says, picking a college is so stressful. And y'all know any good colleges out of the U.S.?
I wish. But out of country tuition is going to be even worse, I think. More expensive.
Yeah, it is, but, well, I mean, you should look into that. The only universities I know that are out of the U.S. are in Scotland, because that's really the only place I've had to look.
Yeah.
But you should definitely look into that, check the tuitions and stuff. And I'm sure there are programs specifically to get international students, because a lot of universities, they do want more international students. So, you should look into that. That could be cool.
Could have potential.
The great thing about being an English speaker is that there's so many countries that speak English.
Yes.
It's, like, great.
But the sad thing about it is that you only know English, I feel like.
Yeah. That's at least, unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh well.
Minecraft Inferno asked again, is there a way to join the new UHC server that might happen? No, we have, like, they don't tell us the IP, like, it doesn't exist until right before it happens, and I don't know when it's happening. So, sorry.
And you always have to request if you want someone to be in. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to, anyway, like, add random people.
College. My brother wants me to go to a prestigious college in California, an Ivy League, called Stanford University. Probably heard of it.
Oh, I've heard of it.
Yeah. I don't want to go. My brother is very, very intent on, like, I'm like, fine, I'll apply, but I don't really want to go, if that makes sense. I feel like, while it's nice to say that you went to a fancy college and all, and you have and that lots of people probably think that you're, like, super smart since you got into that fancy college, but, like, I don't know. I feel like
it doesn't make much of a difference.
It doesn't, and it's just, it makes, I don't know how to explain. It just feels really pressuring to go to a fancy college.
Yeah, it is. Like, it's extra stress and pressure, and I don't think that there's going to be a massive different outcome.
And, like, I don't want to live in California. Like, nothing personal, but California is, like, one of those states that I'm just like, nah.
Yeah.
It's where all the stars and popular anything lives, I guess. It's where half the YouTubers in the US live.
Yeah.
If you want to be a famous YouTuber, just live in Hollywood, you know? But,
and I think that it doesn't really matter what university you go to, like, because after you get your first couple of jobs, they're really going to be more interested in your experience than what university you go to. Like, it becomes irrelevant after a while.
But, whatever.
I don't really think it's that big of a deal.
And I also have a problem with Stanford because it doesn't accept AP credit, like, at all. And I'm like, why did I do all this AP stuff if you don't accept my credit? I'm like, screw you.
What was the point?
I literally read online, the person was like, well, if you get into Stanford, it doesn't really matter if you got AP credit or not. You should just go in because Stanford's just that great of a school. And I'm like, well, and they're like, AP classes aren't as hard as college, aren't as hard as college classes. And I'll be like, no, I disagree. I've heard that AP classes are actually much harder than college level, like actual college classes.
Mm-hmm.
I actually have heard that, somewhere. I think it was my AP US history teacher who said that.
Yeah.
So.
Wow.
He was like, yeah, if I would have chosen, he was like, yeah, if I would have chosen, I probably would have just taken the college class.
Yeah.
But, what?
I guess I won't be doing anything AP because I think I've realized the equivalent of AP must be an advanced higher because it's like a college course equivalent. But here it's like really difficult. Like most schools don't even have advanced higher classes. And also it doesn't, like universities don't really want that unless it's some really, really difficult like medicine course or something.
Yeah.
Because it just replaces your last qualification. Like it's a completely different system.
AP is stupid, but it's also great if you can earn college credit, that is.
Yeah.
There's a video I saw on YouTube talking about the monopoly College Board has on American education. I didn't watch the video, but I was really tempted to because I was like, yeah, they are a monopoly. And they're all like, we're a nonprofit. We're here to help the students. And I'm like, yeah, right. I totally believe you. Even though you've done nothing to help me. This College Board sucks.
Yeah. Well,
That's fine.
when do you get your results? When do you get your results from your exam?
I don't know. July, I think. Mid-July.
We get ours in August. Like August 4th.
Fabulous.
I'm already nervous. Because I didn't even take the exam. It's just whatever my teachers think I would have gotten. It's like, okay.
So whatever my teachers say I got.
Yeah.
And you weren't even there for the full year, so like.
I know. It's not
They're gonna be like, Elise gets a passing grade. Whatever a passing grade is. We've done this map so many times.
Oh, I know. I hate it. Like, everyone always votes for this one for some reason, and it makes me angry.
Maybe we should play a different minigame.
Maybe. What one?
I don't know.
Should we play?
I feel like this podcast has been very discombobulated.
Does anyone have any questions for us so we can ground ourselves?
I don't know what to say.
How long have we been doing this for?
Like an hour and a half,
An hour.
maybe? No, just
An hour and 14 minutes.
Okay.
17.
My niece got Animal Crossing. I play it a lot. It's really fun, but in the back of my head, I'm like, I'm playing a decorating game. That's what I'm playing.
It looks fun.
It is fun, but like, in my head, I'm like, how is this game $60? All I'm doing is decorating.
Yeah, it's so expensive. Like, crazy.
I mean, it's good quality and all, but like, I don't know.
What game do you want to play?
What do you mean, what game do I want to play? Oh, wait.
In Minecraft.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeet.
There's not really many options.
7th place, guys. And the crowd goes wild. Artist, art.
What did you say?
I said, and the crowd goes wild. Artist, 7th place.
Seventh. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I
Thank
love
you.
the game.
I don't know. What do we want to do? Animal Crossing's fun. I wish you could play Animal Crossing. I wish I had more friends. I'm only friends with Jess, and I've been trying to get Dylan to be friends with me, but Dylan's never on.
I've seen that. That's been so hilarious. I just look sometimes in the video game chat and it's entirely filled with you being like, be my friend.
He won't be my friend. Why won't he be my friend? What is
the
this?
drama.
Dropper?
The only drama in our friend group is just Dylan not being
Be my friend. It's okay. I mean, like, Jess has been a great, but she also isn't online half the time, too. I don't know. I kind of want to play with her sometimes on Animal Crossing and see her island and all that. And I want her to see my island. Like, yesterday I worked on a really nice entrance for my island, but I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I'm sad about the game that I tried to play today on stream because I was so excited. I'm gonna try playing it and not streaming it.
It's a little laggy.
Yeah, it wasn't as laggy as the stream showed it to be, but it did freeze a lot. So I'll try it again, but I might have to like return it because.
Return it? Does it lag on your screen?
Yeah, not as much, but it does quite a bit, and it freezes a few times. But I'm hoping it'll do better when I don't have all the streaming stuff happening at the same time.
You should see. Oh no! I died. Sadness.
I like this game because it reminds me of the one on the Realm that we used to play.
Yeah. What else?
What more can I say? Do you want to check the chat?
Okay, I'll check the chat.
I'm shooting eggs at people.
Chat says artist. Cement Shoe says non-profit in quotation marks.
Yeah.
Minecraft Inferno says, well, if I was to get a hold of the admin of the server, how would I? They really want to play UHC.
What I'm saying is that the UHC server literally does not exist until the game is happening. Like, they only make it or like open it up very right before it happens. Like, but I think the owner of the UHC is basically me. But yeah, sorry that we cannot help you in your quest. But there are other UHC servers that you can play that aren't Atlantis. Like, Banter UHC is one server, I think, if it still exists. I don't know.
Oh, at least you died.
I died.
I do not know. I'm not good at UHC, so.
Me too. But we made a sugarcane farm.
That was a waste of time, though. I've watched UHC videos, so now I know what you're supposed to do.
Really? I never watched them, and I feel guilty sometimes. Like when I don't watch the other members' perspective.
Well, I don't watch other members because I don't care. I don't care about them. I tried to be nice, but no, I don't care about other members.
I did watch the people's perspective who killed us last time, and I commented on their video. I don't remember what I said though, because I wanted to see how they killed me.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah. Well, now maybe you'll be better at UHC next time.
Well, I've been watching this solely UHC player named Tapple. So
okay.
His name's Tapple, and he plays UHCs and has his own server. And he's pretty good. I like watching him. I don't know why exactly, but pretty fun. And he always does like special like twist on the UHC, so
that's fun. Sorry, I'm like having trouble. I'm like concentrating on not falling and dying. I fell and died. Okay. I didn't last very long.
I don't know.
Where are you?
So I watch him, and so usually what he does is, if he finds diamonds, he wants to find 5 diamonds so he can make an enchantment table. So that's what he goes for first, is usually an enchantment table. And when he enchants things, he makes sharp, like 4 iron swords, which I've discovered you don't need all the extra books for.
Oh.
So what you need, all you can do is combine the sharp 1, 2, and 3 like books in an anvil, and it works.
Oh, wow.
It's really interesting. And then they also get fishing rods, because apparently fishing rodding people is very good.
In the past, that's been actually like against the rules in some of the UHCs I've been in, because it's apparently too much.
Too much. Oh.
Fishing rods.
Oh, I got 4th.
Good job.
Someone came right up to me and then got rid of the block underneath me. I was so angry. Whatever. What else? Elise.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
I kind of want... I don't know.
What do you want?
I don't know. I want stuff. I want money. Money's good.
It's like 11 p.m. here now.
Oh, do you need to sleep then? Shall we end soon?
Perhaps we should wrap it up.
Okay. Well, maybe after this game we could.
Oh yeah, let's do this one game.
I don't know. Why am I on the bottom? I'm upset.
Oh my gosh, I fell right through too. What is it? Man.
Ah! I'm angry.
Did you die?
No. I almost did though.
Oh, I see you. Let me try and kill you.
Who's got a pumpkin on my head?
Me too.
Aha! No, Elise. I don't know. I want you to get a Switch, Elise. Get a Switch.
There's so many things. It's like sometimes I just have a lot of things that I want. And now it's one of those times, and I don't know if the Switch is on the top of the list.
Get a Switch, Elise!
I just feel like if I was to do that, I would have to have other games as well that I would want to play on that. But also, I just don't play a lot of video games in general. Like, I feel like I wouldn't spend enough time for it to be justified.
I see. I could recommend video games for you, but you probably won't like them.
I might.
I don't know.
But I mean, maybe one day when I'm rich.
Rich.
Of course that will happen, as I'm going to be like a book editor. I'll be rich.
As long as you have people who need their books edited.
Then I'll be fine. Are you still alive?
No, I'm dead.
Okay, let's go to the hub.
Okay. Anyways.
And end what we started. That's a good podcast.
I need another friend on Animal Crossing, though. It's a lonely life.
There should be a dating app for Animal Crossing. Like, not for dating, but like for finding other Animal Crossing
okay, so
people.
there's this... Well, it's not really for finding friends, actually. Never mind. But there's this thing that have you ever read the chat about me talking to Jess about Turnip Exchange?
No.
Okay, so there's this thing. It's a Discord server and a website called Turnip Exchange. So in Animal Crossing, there's a system where there's stocks, but they're not really stocks, they're turnips. And what you want to do, the same thing you do with stocks, is buy them at a low price and then sell them at a high. That's what you want to do. And it takes, and they expire, like your stocks expire in a week.
I have heard of the turnip market.
Yeah. And it's really annoying because sometimes you just don't get good turnip prices at your island. So some people have created this thing called the turnip exchange, and the turnip exchange is basically people will put up their islands up for sale, I guess, where people can go in and sell their turnips at high prices. So like it's really good. It's really nice actually. But lots of people you can charge people for entry, but like some people don't. People who have high prices usually charge for entry. And some of the prices can get really, really, really ridiculous, like insanely high. And I'm like, why would anyone ever pay that much to sell their turnips?
It sounds so ridiculous because it's turnips.
Yeah, and it's like a ruthless business.
I think that's like to teach children about the stock market.
The stock market.
Right?
I mean, I don't know. But it's interesting. I participated. I actually hosted once or twice. It was pretty good. So I hosted once. I had a turnip price of $438, which is pretty good for turnip prices.
Wow.
So I hosted and I charged an entry fee of 2 bags of 99K, 3 Nook Mile tickets, or something off my wish list.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I got a lot of.
Woman, that's why you're wearing the business suit.
I mean, I got a lot of money for it, but I didn't really want money. I really just wanted stuff off my wish list, but no one would give me any of it, so depression.
Yeah.
Oh well.
On that note, thank you for watching.
It's pretty fun. If you had Animal Crossing, you could participate in the stock market and try your luck at becoming rich in the stocks.
Yes.
The turnip stock. Okay. Well, I guess we're done.
I need to sleep. I'm wiltering. Again.
1:30. That is good.
Farewell, friends. Thank you for joining us. There were a few people here. We appreciate your presence. And bye.
Goodbye.
Have a lovely day.
Yes, have a lovely day. We'll see you whenever I feel like it.
Yep, one day.
Alright, let's end the stream.
Thank you. Bye. Good night.